welcome you all to the continuation of the introduction section. The next topic is role of an operating system. So what is the main function of an operating system? We know that computer consists of set of resources for copying the data, storing the data and processing the data. So here the commonly required resources are input and output devices, memory, file storage space, CPU, etc. The operating system is responsible for managing these resources of a computer such as printer, mouse, keyboard, memory and monitor. Operating system is the resource manager. That is, operating system can manage the resource of the computer system internally. Yes, it manages the computer resources internally. The resources are processor, memory and I/O devices. Let us have an outline of resource management techniques, OS resource management techniques. Operating system manages these resources to different users or different processes. If two or more users wants to access the CPU at the same time, and then to which processor is allocated for how long, that can be taken care by the operating system. This is called process management. We'll see in detail later. Next is memory management. It is particularly concerned with the RAM, that is random access memory. If you want to execute something like some program in your laptop or PC, it must be allocated some space in the main memory. After that only execution can start. Fine. Imagine at the same time many processors are running. All the processors are in the main memory. See, the size of the main memory is very limited. So, which process would be in the main memory? For how long? That is also decided by the operating system. Okay, so about memory management, we'll discuss in detail in the later chapter. Next, we'll move to I/O device management. This is also a functionality of operating system. Example, mouse, keyboard, monitor, scanner, printer, etc. If you have one printer, imagine if you have one printer, 2 or 3 computers are attached with the printer. We have only one printer. Yes. So, the operating system must have to manage that. Which user is going to access a printer? At what time? So, which means only one user have access at one time. Okay, so that is managed by the I/O device management. Next functionality of OS is storage management. This one is particularly related with disk or hard disk or secondary storage management. How data is stored permanently? How to access the files in the disk? This can be done with the file system. So, manage the hard disk, operating system is responsible. The next function is security or protection. When the system is protected by password, okay, imagine. So, when you open your laptop, or a system, it will ask you for a password. If the password is correct, you can access the file. It is the responsible of the operating system. So no unauthorized user can access the files. So next computer. So here I have discussed only 5 main functionality of operating system. In the upcoming videos we will discuss in detail. Okay. So next we'll move to computer system components. So here the different computer system components which are present in a computer are hardware, operating system, application program and user. So hardware parts are CPU, memory and I/O device. All are related to the hardwares. Okay. So next is an operating system. As we know, operating system is a software which is used to run the hardware. Next is an application program. Application programs are the computer programs which are used for the purpose of performing some specific task using a computer. Next is a user. User may be a people, may be a machine, or it may be a computer. So when we talk about user, we should not estimate that user is a people, only people. So people may be a programmers, or maybe a native user, maybe a database administrator. Okay, so we should not estimate that user is a people. User may be a people, machines, or any other computer. So the main thing is here the interaction, there must be an interaction between the user and the hardware, or else user may be a computer, communicate or interact with the another computer. Okay. So next we'll see dynamic view of a system. So here the operating system directly interact with the computer hardware, as well as it controls the use of the hardware among different types of the application program. So here the user directly interact with the application software, okay, like as a MS Word, and submit the request. Yes, so that is here is given, and submit the request. So this process is an input from the user. So now the application software, okay, accept the request from the user and passes it to the operating system. So it is a service request from the application program. Yes. So the operating system accepts the service request. This operating system accepts the service request and performs the control over the hardware. So in this case, it is the actual responsibility of an operating system to write the contents on hard disk. Next is we'll see the structure of the operating system. I'll explain the structure of an operating system, that is the abstract view of the system. So here I'm taking user 1, user 2, user 3, maybe a people or maybe a computer or maybe a other machine. Okay, so here many users can communicate, interact with system or application programs, that is interacting with the compiler, interacting with the text editor, so whatever it is, so the user is interacting with any of the application program. Okay, so here we are having the operating system. So these operating system consist of computer hardware like a CPU, RAM, IO devices. So first we are having this computer hardware. In between application program and the computer hardware, in between the application program and the computer hardware, operating system is there. So operating system is acts as an interface between the hardware and the application program. The application program may be any of the programs that is compiler that is present, okay, to run the program. So we need some application program. These applications programs are already installed in the system. Is it clear? So this is the abstract view of a system. So far we have discussed about some introduction about the operating system, students. Hope you have followed this. You can understand the concept of operating system, it seems. Okay. So if you have any doubts or any queries, kindly post your queries and questions in the Google Classroom in the stream discussion forum. You can just post your questions in the Google Classroom. Okay. This is your class code. Don't forget to join in this Google Classroom. Okay, so thank you, students, for kind patient listening. Be safe. Thank you.